What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Labyrinth event. Which hero should you be using? What can you expect to get free to play? Spending? What's the best strategies to go for? We're hopefully going to cover a lot of that. We're actually going to run through a little bit of a free to play to show you how the map works on one of our other accounts. Later on today, you're going to see a full free to play run and a full out whale purchase everything run, so you guys can expect what to see in your event. So first off, let's jump into it. Let's do some little bit of testing here and there, and then we'll go into a nice little graphic to show you which hero you should really be using. So starting off, one thing you're going to make sure you want to do is every single day you are going to be getting 15 of these mithril pickaxes. You'll notice the one, chances are every time we get a new event, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, just like what they've been doing with other resources. But when you come up to your limited events, you'll have Sky Labyrinth as the very first thing. Small side note, this is actually a pretty good value if you are a lower mid spender at $19, so that is something to look at. But the first thing you need to do is you need to choose which hero to go through. So right off the bat, one of the best things to do free to play does seem like it is going to be Queen. I'm going to show you the number breakdown and how I came up with that. Basically talking about how many squares you're breaking open for the energy used. You guys can decide what to do with that information, but if you are just quick preface, if you're free to play, you probably want to do Queen and maybe even partway through swap from Queen over to Asmodel. If you're going pure pay to win, buying out the event, Sword Flash Shia is going to give you the best value. Again, we'll show that a little bit later. I'm going to jump in with Queen to start off. But yeah, this is the map. You're going to have all your rewards listed over here on the left. It'll show you the current floor you're on. And ultimately, the goal for free to play is to get to floor 6 to make sure you get that 5-star hero chest, just like you're doing in Imp's Adventure. There are rewards further, but unless you have insane RNG, chances are you're not going to be able to do it. You can purchase 40 of these pickaxes at 100 gems apiece, which is less than what you normally buy for Imp's Adventure, which is pretty nice. And of course, you're going to get 15 a day. You should end up with about 145 pickaxes. The way this event works is you click on these items here and you essentially are getting rewards. Now, there's a couple strategies. There's a couple special items like these totems. These totems are going to light up squares that have premium resources. So those are going to be things like profit orbs, super wishing coins, things like that. But again, you're going to keep clicking around the board. You're going to be looking for the portal to get to the next level because that is ultimately what you're looking for. You can get pickaxes as well. And of course, there are these special double rewards. So what I highly suggest you guys do is don't immediately click on these lit up squares and don't immediately grab the 2x reward. What you should do is wait till you have both, because you can grab the 2x bonus rewards, click on that spot, and you get 2 profit orbs instead of 1. It's a minor difference, but of course it is something that can add up and be very, very beneficial. There are some special items like this one here. You'll notice we have 25 energy on our active ability. We click that, it goes up to 29. So those energies are really nice to save up and strategically place around. So there we go. We found the portal. If you don't want to click on each one of these individually, you can hit the claim all button. You get to see all the awesome rewards you receive for that entire floor, which is nice. And then we move on to the next floor down. You get your chest and we continue. So there is a strategy when it comes to these heroes. Each hero has a different style ability. Sword Flash hits left and right of her. Queen will hit all around her, and Asmodel will hit the entire column he is in. So you have to strategically place yourself when you want to use this. So if you are using Queen, one of the best ways to do that I found is moving around this outside track without going to the furthest border. And of course, you want to make sure you're timing this to make sure you're hitting 7 spots, because when we use this active ability, I will show you over here. You'll notice we have 43. Do not click these little icons, these gems, because that will put you over 40 or 43 or 43 and you just lose them. So essentially what you want to do is make sure your yellow highlighted spot is in a spot where you can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. You break them all and you get all the rewards in it. So that's a very nice thing to have. We got even more energy here out of that as well. We have another tile, which we're not going to go for it just yet. I like continuing on my path. I've had some really good RNG luck with it. And I've had a lot of the portals be on this portal. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, this line right here, I'm following with my mouse. That way, no matter when you get Queen's energy, you'll be in a decent spot to get 6 or 7 of these spots unlocked. We will just move on to the next floor, keep on going. This floor has a chance at having a treasure map. So free to play, you should probably not even worry about these. There's no chance to get 3 of them. They're pretty cool. In the whaling video we have coming out later today, you can see what it looks like. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, you're just going to keep going around, keep collecting things. We're going to grab some rewards maybe. If we get it 2 times, we're going to use it on that spot there. We did get a piece of the map, which is great, but it doesn't look like, oh, look at that. The exact last spot was it 2 times, and then we click the premium spot, we get 2 profit orbs. Not that bad. So I mean, that doesn't look good. We got 2.5 levels done, but you got to remember we're getting majority of our pickaxes throughout the week. We're going to get 90 more right there. That was only what, 15, 40, 55 of them. That's not many. You're still going to be able to get most likely to this 6-star or this 5-star chest. Is what we did on free to play. But I really want to break down you guys how we came to the decision of what hero you should be picking in this event. So I am going to shrink myself down, have all this little bits of data around me telling you the breakdown of Sword Flash, Queen, and Asmodel. You might be really confused what these numbers mean, but essentially what this means is how many squares you need to use, because of course each one of these requires a different number of squares and energy to produce a certain number of squares you can break. So for Sword Flash, she's very interesting. She's the advanced strategy. That's for whales. We're going to go over that last. Queen is kind of one of the safest bets for her ability and for free to play. Essentially, you have to hit 43 energy. When you do, you can have a chance, like I showed you, to break 7 squares around you. Now, sometimes you only hit 6. You got to plan it out so that when you are 1 tile away from wanting to use this item, this energy, this ability, that you can make sure you can maximize its usage. And you can see here why, because in order to get to about 45 is kind of like the benchmark I'm going by. 44, 45 is when both Asmo and Sword Flash kind of catch up. You'll notice how many squares you have to break how much energy you need in order to get to that number. And it's actually pretty good up to about mid-20s. Mid-20s is pretty decent. Actually, 21, like the 20 range is the best. It's really, I know this might be a little confusing, but to break it down, 129 squares to get 21 free squares is pretty good value here. You will notice it takes about 170 squares to get Sword Flash to break 20 of them, and it takes 128 for Asmo to break 20. So they're very, very close. Asmo and Queen are 2 extremely close ones to try to get like the best value. It's really hard because you can't match up exactly where they are, but Queen does look like one of the best. I know a lot of people are talking about strategy of potentially going to like maybe using Queen 3 times, and then of course you can switch which hero you're using and then start using Asmodel afterwards as free to play. Again, you probably want to wait to do any of your pickaxes until the very end of the week when you have all 145 of them to make sure you get the best strategy for the way to go. But honestly, Queen is one of the safest bets for free to play. Asmodel is right up there. I mean, it's very, very close in their statistics and how many it takes. I mean, you can see here 129, 128 for 2120. That's pretty close. They're on average pretty decent. You can swap between the two depending on what you need and when you use your energy. So do consider that. Now, Sword Flash is in a tier in itself when it comes to pure pay to win, wailing out. You're going to want to use Sword Flash. Her ability is a little bit different because the way her ability works is it can level up 5 times. The first couple times you use it, the first time it only hits 1 to the left and 1 to the right. The second time you use it, it hits 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and eventually it'll get the entire column for you, or at least a very big portion of the column depending on where you are. Sorry, row, not column, your entire row. Asmo hits column, Queen hits around, Sword Flash hits rows. Now, you'll notice it does take quite a while for Sword Flash to start being viable. Typically, it's going to be in the 50th range. I didn't do the math further than this on this diagram, but I think it's right around like the 50. To get to like 50 broken, it's roughly better to go for Sword Flash. Before that, Queen is better and Asmodel, but if you're going the very long run, Sword Flash will pay off and be the best option if you are super whaling on this event. So let me know what you think about this event. Again, there are going to be 2 videos coming your way today. Make sure you watch each one of them. The first one is going to be our free-to-play run where we do get the 5-star chest, but I want you guys to see how he came to that conclusion, so make sure you watch it. And then after that, we have the full-out complete whaling going on. Now remember, on the whaling one, we still have 90 more pickaxes to go, so we do get good progression. We don't finish everything, but we have 90 more pickaxes. The free-to-play is the full 145 pickaxes used. And again, sorry about that graphic. I'm trying to just throw this stuff together. I got to go get the baby right now and take care of her. So everybody's doing good. I know a lot of you guys are asking how the family's doing. They're doing awesome. Don't worry. I'm not overworking. I'm having a ton of fun, and this is a blast. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I think this is better than Imp's Adventure in all honesty, and I'll see you guys next time.